Well, hello there, YouTube. We're back. Um, Done. Zack checked out my bike. It's in perfect condition. As you can see, they bought some bikes out. There's a bike in the door, and what he's doing, I didn't know this. Zack was kind enough to tell me. When they get a bike in, they run it cold and then they run it hot. And what they do is they connect into it and they get the colds from it when it's cold, and then they get the colds from it when it's hot. And then they send it up to Victory, and that's how they tell if your bike is under warranty, what parts are covered and what parts are not. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty effective. That's a really, really good customer service there, and quality control, because Victory is keeping all the warranty information in their system. And then they just tell you exactly what's covered and what's not. And the dealer knows what to do. So I think that's a beautiful thing, because a lot of times you get a bike and or even a car, you notice like they give you, you buy the car from a certain dealership and then they say, oh, free unlimited oil change and stuff like that. But it's only with the dealership. And when you get the extended warranty, if you're out of town and you're traveling and you take your car in and they're looking like, oh, you don't have an extended warranty, and you're saying, I do. And then they say, oh, well, what's the warranty under? And if you don't have that, hold all your warranty in house, basically. So he just, again, he runs it cold and he gets the cold from it. Then he runs it hot and he gets the cold from it when it's hot. And then they send it right on up and they tell you what exactly is covered, the type of warranty, and that's for any dealership. So I think that's a beautiful thing. So we're gonna get out of here. I gotta do some errands. I see we got is this a Harley or is this a Yamaha? That's a Harley Davidson, okay. The Batwing fairing was throwing me off. Changed the sensor for me. A quick job. How are you? All covered. Nothing to worry about. I wonder if he sold it. He's probably bringing it in to get it all prepped up and ready to go. You know, I bumped my elbow the other day, and man, is it giving me a problem. It's like something is sticking me or something. I ain't even hit it that hard. But you know, when you get older, you can just lightly touch something with your body and then you ache for weeks. It's a horrible thing. And I take pretty good care of myself, but I'm getting older. I have to realize I can't do certain stuff anymore. So, on our journey back home, what are we going to talk about? What would be the topic of conversation today? I don't know. My bike was serviced. It's in great condition. It's like you really take good care of your bike. Crazy cool. They saw the video, so you know. I do like this dealership. Zack and Rita are so nice, and their mechanics are very knowledgeable. They're very good people. I mean, when you find a dealership that has excellent customer service and the pricing is right as well, you can't beat it. I mean, it's like a diamond in the rough there. Let's start her up. All right. That's what I'm talking about, people. Back on my bike. See, let's see here. So it's 10:30 actually had an appointment to make, but unfortunately I missed it. Which way should we go? You know what, let's go to the left. I'm gonna make a right at the light and head back home. It's a little cloudy out today, but it's still nice. Like I said, I'm bundled up. I'm not that, cold weather rider. That's not me. I'm not, I like the 80-degree, 80. I don't like the 90. I rode in the 90, and that's a little just, pushing it on the body there. As soon as you come to a stop, the sweat is pouring you. But I do like the 80s. The 80s is very nice. And the reason why is you get that nice breeze blowing across your body. See, now that it's 70, and it's much better to ride in, because you're not sweating and you're not feeling the heat from the engine. It's not beating you up. It's actually keeping you nice and warm. But I threw my insulation in, so now I'm not feeling any of that nice breeze flowing through my jacket. I'm completely isolated. My gloves, I still have on my summer gloves, so I'm feeling it on my fingers, but it's not like, whoa, very nice. Hey, it's a different type of house. It's not like like how it should be. So, and knowing me, I'm going to end up taking these off after a while and put on, because these are porphyrics. They have a lot of holes in it to let the nice air in it, so you can get that nice breeze coming in to keep your hands nice and dry. But right now I got the cool air blowing through it, and it's not bothering me, but I'm noticing it. And this is only in the 70s. Like I said, once it goes into the 60s, I will have on my full leather gloves, to block all airflow. And when it goes into the low 60s, that's when I'll switch over to my winter gloves. I won't have my summer gloves and summer jacket on anymore. That'll be gone. But it's funny because I'm out riding and I'm geared down, but I see other riders just breezing on by, no jacket, short sleeve shirt, 78 degrees, warm weather. I'm just like, you don't feel that cool breeze whipping down your neck? I get we're all different, we're all built different, but man, I know I couldn't do it. If it's below than 80, if it's 78, I could do it. I'll have the jacket open. But below 78, 76, 75, my jacket is zipped up. Right now I have the first layer of the liner zipped up. I'm not fully concealed because it's now later in the day, so I believe it's about 78 degrees, 77, and so I am kind of letting some airflow go through the jacket, but nothing too crazy. I don't like getting cold. I don't like getting cold when I ride, even when I'm working. And sometimes we have to work outside. I like to be bundled up. I don't like that airflow. I don't like that breeze hitting me on the back of my neck. And that's a nice house that looks like it's abandoned. Man, so many people have walked away from their homes. It's a shame. Taxes kill a lot of people in New York. Boy, we pay a lot of money to taxes. And it's no joke. I mean, seriously, we pay a lot of money. And I don't have a big piece of property, but man, my taxes could buy a good used car. That's why I say when I retire, I gotta leave New York. I have to leave New York because I can't. I refuse to pay all my savings and retirement to the state just so I can live in the house. That's ridiculous. I have to go to the southern areas where it's a lot slower, a lot nicer, and that way my wife and I, we can enjoy our retirement. The baby, he'll be starting high school. So unfortunately, he'll be the new kid in the area, but he'll be okay. He's strong. We're gonna make him strong. But we can't do it. I mean, we could do it. I shouldn't say we can't do it. We can do it, but it'll just it'll be financially just a little bit difficult. We would have to watch how we spend. We would have to do this. We would have to do that. And you retire. When you retire, you just want to retire, and it's very hard to do that when you live in New York City. A lot of people retire and then unfortunately they find themselves having to either go back to work at a new location or a part-time job, or even a full-time job. The market is so competitive, and you feel bad for the college kids because they're getting out of school, and before they used to have to compete with each other, but now college kids around here, they have to compete with retirees as well. And it's not fair how the market just keeps going up and up and up, and the people just get left behind, and they find themselves doing stuff they thought they would never do. So hopefully, my wife and I, we're trying to plan for the future. Hopefully it's enough. Will I retire completely when I leave the state of New York? I don't know. I'll be 57 years young. I don't think I would just stop working. If I'm not traveling, maybe I may open up a little store. Maybe I'll volunteer somewhere, just to stay busy. Maybe I may, get involved with the town community board or something like that. I don't know. Maybe become, seriously involved in the church and working with the kids and stuff. Help the kids out. A lot of kids need some help and guidance and stuff like that. And, I was fortunate enough to grow up and have a good, solid foundation. A lot of kids, unfortunately, don't have that, or in the future may not get that. And if I could help out, and, hopefully my little son, he sees the value in it and he wants to help out as well, we'll do it together. But I won't force him. It is his choice. My parents didn't force me to do anything. If they saw I was interested in something, then they supported it 100%. They may have questioned it a little. You want to do what? But they supported it. They shook their head and scratched it, and the things as a kid, you tell your parents what you want to do, and they're just like, okay, wish you luck. You really want to do that? Yeah. And it's just like, and they watch my parents. Well, what I'm saying is, when I was younger, I wanted to be an actor, and I was actually pretty good at it too. And I think I would have been something of substance in the industry, but unfortunately, a little mishap happened when I was younger, and they gave me a pretty bad speech problem, so I had to stop. But if that didn't happen, because now that the way you're hearing me now, this was years later of me getting speech therapy, and just because I had a very bad lisp after the accident, and I couldn't pronounce all the words, and I kind of had a stutter slightly, so I end up backing out of it. But I still love film, and that's what ended up getting me transitioning behind the camera. So I did commercials, I did all that stuff. I was heavily into it. And, my parents were saying, that's very hard, but we support you. If you could do it, go for it, Doc. If you could do it, do it. So, and I loved them for that. As kids, we say the craziest things. So I'm a sign off now. You know, it's a Saturday. It's beautiful. It's not my day to ride yet. I got to get home and do some stuff. And as always, this is Crazy Cool New Yorker signing off. Keep riding. And as always, ride what you love and love what you ride. Thank you.